Hello everyone, Phoenix Feather here, and welcome back to Inevitablecraft. Now I have to be honest, I've kind of been hooked on Skyblock since it's come back up on the Crewniverse server. So I haven't been doing much on here, so there's not much new to show off. Oh, I can show this off. I did this. Where's my entrance? Bam. Finished the floor and everything. Everything in here is done for right now. But like I say, I've been pretty much hooked on Skyblock. Sorry, I was just in a Skype call with a lady. And I haven't been doing much on Inevitablecraft, and it's, I'm the only one on, so not many people have been doing much on Inevitablecraft. I think it's kind of stalled out. People are kind of getting bored and just waiting around for 1.9 because if we do a reset, all the work they've done so far pretty much goes away. So I think people are just kind of waiting out for 1.9. Once 1.9 finally does come out, people will be re-interested, and we can't find new people right now because of Charles' computer problems. I've also dug out through here, and guess what, guys? For all you people who have been visiting the Phoenix's lair, we now have a staircase that leads all the way to the ground floor. You're welcome. I thought he was outside the glass. So yes, I put that in finally. That's pretty much the only work that I've done. So that's all I have to show off. I'm going to be doing some work here. Do I have more pics? Yes, I do. I'm going to be doing another random questions because, like I said in my last random questions video, Phoenix. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, guys. Silent Fan actually, was inspired to make his own list from my video response to his video, I guess you can call it. Something like that. A little bit, that actually inspired me to come up with my own list. So yeah, I got another one for you guys. If you guys aren't enjoying these, I'm sorry, but I really have fun doing them. So this one focuses on if you could, if you could do this, if you could do that, and I'm gonna try not to make the answer so long because I had to cut out half the video from the last one because I just ramble on and on and on. So I'm gonna try to keep these short and sweet, and let's get started. So question number 1: if you could meet one famous person, dead or alive, who would it be? This is a tough one because there's so many people that have passed on that I would love to meet, but if I absolutely had to choose, it would probably have to be Abraham Lincoln. I've always been fascinated with Abraham Lincoln, and I think he is really truly one of our greatest presidents ever. And he was a Republican. Either that or someone who was on the Titanic, because the Titanic story, not the movie, the actual true story of the Titanic fascinates me also. So if I had to choose, it would be either Abraham Lincoln or somebody from the Titanic that either passed on or lived. It doesn't matter. Just to ask what that experience was like would be awesome. If you had to listen to one band for the rest of your life, what band would it be? Volbeat. That was the easy one. That's my favorite. They just have so much diversity in their music. Like you have the country side, you have the metal side, you have the hard rock side. So yeah, Volbeat. If you could be a Power Ranger, which one would you be? Now, my skin's the Green Ranger, or was the Green Ranger from Minecraft, and for a while it would probably been the Green Ranger, but I was always a huge fan of the Blue Ranger. back in the day when I was actually watching it. So I'd have to go with the Blue Ranger. I think he had the coolest Zord, the Triceratops. So yeah, Blue Ranger, because I'd love to control me a Triceratops. Everybody's like, Red Ranger gets a T-Rex, and Green Ranger gets a Dragon Zord. White Ranger was kind of dumb, if you ask me, a Tiger Zord. Anyway, if you could live in one fictional universe, which would it be? Like, would you want to go to Hogwarts? Would you want to live in the world of Azeroth? Or stuff like that. So, mine, I actually stated, I would love to live in, I love to go to Hogwarts. What kid that grew up reading Harry Potter, which adult didn't wish they would want to go to Hogwarts? Be magic. I mean, it's not even like full fictional. Like the actual world still exists in the Harry Potter universe. There's still another side that us Muggles don't get to see. But yeah, I think going to Hogwarts would be the best. Being a wizard and everything, that'd be awesome. Azeroth's a close second. I'd love to be a paladin. If you could choose anyone as your personal bodyguard, who would you choose? Don't ask me why I come up with this one. Must have been like, that's what it was. Jason Statham's new movie with Melissa McCarthy. My personal bodyguard would be Jason Statham. I think he kicks some major tail. I love his Transporter movies. They are awesome. If you haven't watched them and you like action movies, definitely check out the Transporter series. Those were awesome movies. If you could choose one place to live the rest of your life, where would it be? Ireland. I love Ireland. It's always been a dream of mine to visit, so if I could have the chance to live there, I definitely would. If you could erase the existence of one person, who would it be? Probably Kim Kardashian. I'm a guy, but Kim Kardashian ain't all that great. Everybody thinks like she's like, oh, not me. I really think she's a very, very, very bad role model for girls. And as a father of 2 daughters, if ever any one of my kids ever said they want to grow up to be, or any one of my daughters say they want to grow up to be like Kim Kardashian, I'd probably disown them on the spot. No, I wouldn't. But she's a very negative role model for girls. Basically, it's like you show your body and you become famous, and that's just wrong in society. That's the only reason she's famous, because of that tape she made, and to this day, it's all it's all she does. So, no, I like better role models for my daughters. So, yeah, which there ain't many out there in the public. Well, Emma Watson, she's definitely a good role model for young girls. If you could, I thought something was behind me. If you could live in a cartoon, which would it be? Probably Family Guy. That's the only one I would really think of. Well, Tom and Jerry, because I love Tom and Jerry. Well then, Human. That's a tougher one. So I'll go with Family Guy, because I'd love to meet Quagmire. If you could star in a movie, no matter when it was filmed, which would it be? I kind of went too deep here. Let's patch that up. I'd probably have to choose like a Marvel movie, like Deadpool. No, man. I, that's a really good one. It's hard for me to sit down and choose like my favorite movie. But anything with Tom Hanks, probably. I'd love to say that I was in a movie with Tom Hanks, which I was in a movie with Chris Rock. That's a little known fact about me. I was at the Orioles ballpark, Camden Yards, when the film was Head of State was shot. I was in the crowd. The section I was sitting in pans through. So, yeah, check me out. I'm a movie star and a YouTube star, guys. No, yeah, Tom Hanks, like probably Forrest Gump, because I love Forrest Gump. We used to watch that in high school repeatedly. We watched it maybe 10, 15 times in school. We actually chose to sit there and watch it that many times. So, yeah, I'll go with Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump. Oh, so something pushed me. If you could be in any band, what would it be, and what instrument would you play? See, that's hard, because a lot of like bands, most people like bands just for the lead singers and stuff. I actually appreciate everybody in the band. Hashtag band is a band. Lead singer is just a lead singer. So I wouldn't like choose one of my favorite bands. I'd probably choose like trying to think of a band that I like that I wouldn't mind. Maybe Skillet. Skillet's a really good band. They're a Christian band, I believe. But they've gone through some lineup changes, so I wouldn't mind like getting in there and playing like guitar for Skillet. There you go. If you could be an animal for a day, which would it be? Some kind of bird, like an eagle, not like a little tiny bird, like a hummingbird or something. I'd be like an eagle. Can you imagine just flying over and just taking in all the beautiful, just beautiful spaces out there in the world? That'd be awesome, right? If you could rewrite one moment in history, which one would you choose? Picks. Probably the Holocaust. That was. If you don't pick the Holocaust, you're a bad person. Yeah, probably the loss of life there, just unnecessary. Just the hate, just because of someone's religion. I definitely would love to rewrite how that one went. If you could be president, what would you do on day one? Change everything that went against the Constitution. I'm a firm believer we should live by the Constitution, because that was what we were founded on as a nation, and everybody's just so determined to change that. Why? That's what that's what our founding fathers wrote for us to follow by. Why would you want to break that? So yeah, I definitely I have to go with that. If you could time travel, what time would you want to travel to the most? Now I put the most because there's a lot of, I'm a huge history buff, so there is a lot of places I would love to travel. But I'd have to go with probably the Titanic. I'm fascinated with the story. Either that or the Salem witch trials, even though I wouldn't want to be seen as a witch, but technically I kind of would be because I'm a time traveler. Makes you think, doesn't it? But yeah, it'd probably be. I'm running out of wood. It'd probably be like one of those two. It's just two stories, about two moments of history that I find interesting. Excuse me, hiccups again. If you could choose one superpower, which would you choose? Now, I already chose to be a bird, but I think I'd have to choose invisibility. You could sneak into places. And just imagine all the possibilities there. See, look, I'm thinking ahead with my superpowers. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to use them for good. So yeah, invisibility. If you could collab with one of your favorite YouTubers, which would you choose? Generic B. Durr. I just find his videos hilarious, and that's like my number one goal as a YouTuber, to one day collab with the one and only Generic B. He's just awesome, guys. What did I just put in there? Stone slab. I don't need those anymore. My staircase is pretty much done with all this stuff in here. I'll sort it out later when my OCD kicks in. Alright, gotta find out which. Okay, back. I'm trying to find my place on the list. Sorry. Try and keep one eye on the list and one eye on the screen. It's messing with my eyes. If you could go on a date with any celeb, which would it be? Betty White. Betty White's awesome. I'm sorry if my some of my answers are weird and strange, but I find people interesting, and I wouldn't go on a date with someone just because they're like the hottest celeb out there and everybody would choose them. I'd rather go on a date with Betty White because she's a very interesting person and super funny, and she's a celeb. If I had to choose like a really serious one, it'd probably be like Emma Watson. Someone smart that could carry on a conversation with, not just someone dumb that's known for, running around in a bikini. Make sense? If you could break one world record. Oh wait, no. If you could walk in one person's shoes, who would it be? Now, I just recently watched The Cobbler with Adam Sandler, and having that ability would probably be interesting. So that's where I come up with this question, and it would probably be I have no clue. It'd probably be like a homeless person's shoes, or a vet's shoes that is homeless. To know what that feels like. I think everybody should have to walk in their shoes one day and see that the struggles aren't just because they buy alcohol with their money, or they don't want to get a job, they just rather beg for money. There's people out there that are in tough times by not of their own choosing or own fault. Especially our veterans, they go off to war at young age, they come back with pretty much nothing and to get by. So I mean, it's not all, when you see a guy out on the street, don't immediately think he's a bum that put himself there and he don't deserve anything, because he'll probably just spend it on liquor, because those people could go get a meal and stuff. So I think everybody could use a walk-in homeless person's shoes. Not only that, just to see what it's like, just to appreciate what you do have more, because there's other people out there that don't have it, especially teenagers. They deserve a dose of that reality. If you could end one world problem, which would it be? Hunger. I know there's a lot of diseases out there and stuff that need, like cancer and stuff, but what good is curing cancer when you don't have food to feed the person? you know, cancer is really bad and it's taken a lot of people. And it's tough to choose hunger over curing probably one of the worst diseases out there. But like I said, you have to be able to, if you save that person from cancer, you gotta be able to feed them too. And no one deserves to go to bed with a hungry stomach, no matter how terrible they are in life. It's just a cruel way to live. Sorry, I got super serious there, super quick. If you could be a billionaire, what would you buy first? A new gaming PC. If I was a billionaire, I'd be like super stingy with my money. Like, actually, I take that back. The first thing I would do, well, it's not technically buying something, but the first thing I would spend my money on is paying my dad's hospital bills. You know, he's helped me out a ton in my life, and if I had that money to give back to him, that would be the first thing I'd do, so he could live life up. He's in his later years. He needs, you know, he should be going out and buying that brand new motorcycle he wants instead of having to worry about paying for a ton of bills. If you could play one sport professionally, which would it be? Football. Yeah, football. I'm not, you know, that's the only really sport nowadays that I really sit down and watch. Yeah, I think it'd be a great way to get out some anger by tackling some people. UFC would be the greatest way, but then you run the risk of getting the crap beat out of you. So I'll go with I'll go with some football. If you could invent something, what would it be? Now, this is where we get goofy with my answers again, but just hear me out. This would be solve all of our energy problems right here. Are you ready? A car that runs on farts. Think about it now. Just take that in. Yes, our highways and freeways will smell like a giant tulip, but come on, everybody farts. You know, if you're a girl watching this, you cannot sit there and tell me that you've never farted in your life. All right, just be honest with yourself for once. But just imagine it. You know, have a bean burrito, go on a road trip. Come on, you think about it some more. You'll see that it's a brilliant idea. And I said it first, so come up, you know, anyone out there that comes up with a patent, credit me. I'm serious, guys. I think that would be a just genius way, and I'll have gas for life, but come on, think about it. If you could live one more year or be a ghost for a year after you die, which would you choose? I saw this on one of the cruise videos. I think it was Nobody Epic's video. It got me thinking, and I've already come up with my answer, and that would be a ghost for a year after. And like the guy answered the video, he said it was a bit selfish. Again, it's like selfish. There you go. Of him, because he'd want to go back and see his funeral and see what people had to say about him. Not me. I'm more, because I'm into paranormal. I know how to communicate. Well, if I was a ghost, I wouldn't know how to communicate, but I would know ways to communicate, what I could use and what I couldn't use. And I would love after I would love after I'm gone to come back and make sure my wife's all right, make sure my kids are all right, and when it's needed, tell them I love them one more time. You couldn't really do that. I mean, if you knew you were dying, yeah, you could. But what if you didn't know you were dying? You're just add it on. And, you know, after your ghost, you can make sure that your family's all right, and in need be, find ways to say I love you one more time. So I'll go with Ghost. If you could choose a theme song, what would it be? This is the last question. This one's hard. I don't know. I wrote this question. I should know. I'm just going to go with Golden Girls theme song. If you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift be from me. That's the only really one I can think of. I mean, I wrote this question. I probably had an answer when I wrote it, but I can't remember that now. So I really don't have one. Anyway, guys, that's a sucky way to end. But if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like down below. If you guys would like to see more random questions from me, I heard a skeleton. Be sure to click subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye bye.